Hello, sophomores and teachers of sophomores. In the course request packet, you'll find this yellow course request form. You will find a copy of your credits that you have earned. You'll find a list of classes that are required for juniors to take. And you'll find a signature page that tells you who signs for the classes if it's a signature class. Hello, juniors and teachers of juniors. In the course request packet, you'll have a pink paper that looks like this. You'll have your credits that you've completed. You'll have the plan that you made for your senior year with your counselor. And you'll have a signature list if you're taking a signature class. On this form, make sure that you turn it in on Monday, March 22nd. You're going to turn that into your first period teacher. Before you can turn it in, your first period teacher will check some things to make sure that you've got them correctly. They're going to check to make sure that you have colored in 18 boxes, that you have selected 18 classes. To select those classes, you color in these boxes right here. And please note that we have a couple of choices that are 2-period classes, or they would count for 2 boxes. Make sure you figure that in as you're counting your 18. Your teachers are going to make sure that you've chosen 4 alternate classes, and your teachers are going to make sure that you've chosen 4 drop classes. For drop classes, you want to pick 4 classes from these 18 that you've chosen that you're willing to drop if you have a conflict in your schedule or if you make an audition class. Your teachers will also check to make sure that if you've signed up for a signature class, you have the proper signature. If there is a Y in this column, make sure you check to see what the prerequisite is for that course. But by going to the Box Elder High School homepage, clicking on course offerings, and going to the course descriptions book, you can find all of our classes in this book, and you will find out the prerequisite requirements for them. For example, if you're trying to find the prerequisite requirement for 3D animation and graphics, you can find it right here. You must have 3D graphics before taking 3D animation. Good luck, you guys, and thank you very much.
This is Victoria Dance. I am the counselor with last names E through J, and I'm going to talk to you about special courses that you can have for next year. So remember the signature page on the left-hand side of the screen. That is in your course request packet, and those are classes that you will be able to select on your course request form, but you will need the teacher signature before you turn that course request form in. So make sure you have that filled out correctly with those signatures before you get those filled in. Underneath that chart are the classes that you need to try out for, audition, be elected for, such as cheer, concert choir, productions, Rockettes, student government, baseball, volleyball, swimming, football, those types of classes. They will not be on your course request form, so you'll select another class, and then on the bottom right-hand side of your yellow course request form is this box. It's on the front side that you will need to list that class that you selected to be dropped for the other class that you want instead. So you'll put the course number right here in this box, and then the name of the course. And our registrar, Jana Olson, when she gets the list from the coaches, from the teacher, she will put that new course in and drop the course that you had selected before. For classes like track, that will be on the course request form, so you won't have to worry about that. Concurrent enrollment and Bridgerland courses will also be on the course request form. Remember, for concurrent enrollment, you will have to do extra registration with Utah State or Weber State and pay tuition. You do need to have a 3.0 to sign up for those classes. For Bridgerland, you will be able to take courses over at the Brigham City Bridgerland campus, and there is also registration that you'll have to do on Bridgerland's website in August. So watch out for announcements for that, and you will need your own transportation for those Bridgerland courses. So other opportunities that you have as a senior, you can be a TA for a teacher. So each of the teachers have green cards like this that you can get from them. You'll put your name on it, what hour you want to be a TA, and it can't be during the teacher's prep hour, and then what class you want to drop to be a TA. And then you'll take this green paper to Jana Olson in the main office. You can also be an office aide in the main office or the counseling office, and that will be one of your 18 classes that you fill in on the course request form. Parent release for first or sixth hour will not be on the course request form. So you will select your normal 18 classes, and then next fall, we will have forms for you to fill out and get those signed. And then when you bring those back, we'll check that you have all your graduation requirements that you need before dropping a class. Then the other option, if you are wanting to be an early grad next year, that will not be on the form. So you will select a full 18 classes, and then you'll work with your counselor to make sure that you have your requirements needed in the trimesters before you plan to early grad, and make sure everything is set for that. So good luck filling out your course request form, and we are so excited to have you as seniors next year.
Hello, bees. Some of you are thinking about wanting to earn some college credit next year as a junior or as a senior in high school. A great way to do this is through the concurrent enrollment program through Utah State University or Weber State University. These are the two colleges that offer concurrent enrollment to our students here at Box Elder High School. These are college classes that you take here at Box Elder High School with our teachers, or in the case of Utah State University, there are a few courses that are taught at the Brigham City campus. In order to qualify for these concurrent enrollment courses, you must have the prerequisite GPA 3.0 or better. For most classes, you want to check the course description to determine what that prerequisite GPA is to make sure you're eligible for that. There is a two-step process in getting registered or selected for concurrent enrollment. You must apply for admissions to Weber State or Utah State University through their concurrent enrollment website. These websites can be obtained through the guidebook or through the course description book, or you can touch base with Marcia Sparks in the library or one of your counselors here at the high school. We can help you with that. Once you have applied for admissions and been accepted, you will receive your student ID number, which then you will then be able to use to register for the specific classes. Typically, this is done during the trimester or just before the trimester you take the course, and your concurrent enrollment teachers can help you with this. Make sure you are aware of those prerequisite requirements and make sure you're prepared to take these courses. If you are a first-generation college student, which means your parents, your mom or dad, have not graduated from college with any kind of a degree, you could qualify for the first-generation scholarship, and that can help you pay for the tuition and books and so forth. So if you have any questions, you're welcome to touch base with Mrs. Sparks or your counselor, and we'll be happy to help you with that. So good luck.
Hi guys, Mrs. Mueller here, rocking my old lady side part for you all. Today I want to talk about Bridgerland. For juniors, the Bridgerland offerings that are open to you, you can find under course offerings. Click on BTech Quick Glance and go to the toggle that says Brigham City. Only Brigham City Bridgerland is open to juniors, and that is because we want you to take the classes here before you go over to take the courses in Logan, and we have a lot of CTE classes that lead into Logan. Plus, there's not a lot of seats available in Logan. So Brigham classes are open to juniors. And this tells you how many hours you need in order to get your certification. You can see most of them take quite a while, more than a year. So the more hours you can get in as a high school student, the less hours you have to pay for when you are an adult student. You will need your own transportation to the Brigham Bridgerland programs. There is not a bus that goes over there. Also, once you've decided to take it and you've requested it on your course request form, you need to know that your process is not over. There is a registration process at Bridgerland. You click on course offerings, go to BTech, and in your student email, sometime around August 1st, you will get an email telling you to go in and reserve your seat. It will direct you to a place like this. You click here to reserve your seat, and eventually it's going to take you to a screen that looks like this. The cosmetology is one of the popular programs over in Brigham. You do have to sign up for 2-hour blocks of time. So first and second hour would be 8 to 10. Third and fourth would be 10 to 12. Fifth and sixth would be 12:30 to 2:30. Bridgerland Cosmetology does have a 2:30 to 4:30 block. So make sure that if you're a junior, you are signing up for a Brigham Bridge program. Make sure that you understand you need your own transportation there, and make sure that you are remembering that you need to check your student email for registration information sometime in July to reserve your seat in August.
Oh, hello class. We're here to talk about registering for your math classes next year. Are there any questions out there? Questions? Yes.
So I was wondering for my future, what class should I take, math class should I take next year if I'm a sophomore? I'm a sophomore right now, so which junior class should I take?
All right, Patterson. Besides, you're just a goofball, but that's all right. Sophomore students, man, just keep on track. If you took Math 2 regular, then you should take Math 3 regular. If you took Math 2 honors, then you should take Math 3 honors. Yes.
So if I'm going to be a senior next year and I need another math class for graduation, what class should I take if I want to learn how I should use math every day?
Oh, Mata, that is a great question. Unbelievable. Your question's so much better than Patterson's. But the class for you is Math and Personal Finance. That's a great class for you to learn just some basic or some skills that will help you in everyday life, math skills in everyday life. Yes.
I'm going to be a senior next year, and I was just wondering what class I should take to sharpen my math skills before I take college classes.
Man, Mama Bliss, you have an exceptional question too. Better than Patterson still. That's a good job. So if you're just looking to sharpen up on your math skills, like what you want to do, Mama Bliss, I would take pre-calculus because that's a great class that'll prepare you for any future math class in college. Yes.
Okay, so Mr. Mumford, what if I want to go into a math related career after high school? I want to have a job with a lot of math, and I really just love math. What class should I take next year?
Oh, Nelson, great question. Better than Patterson still. That's a good job. Man, if you love math and you feel like you're really good at math, man, calculus is the class for you. Matter of fact, calculus will get you prepared for any other more advanced math classes you'll take in college. And if you are in that track, then go for it. That's a great class for you. It's 3 trimesters. Great class. Yes.
Well, I'm going to be a senior next year, and I don't know that I'm quite ready for calculus yet, but I really want to take some sort of college class, and I don't think I'm going to be a teacher or going to agriculture or anything like that. What class should I take next year?
Parker, great question. I knew that you could come through and ask a question, even though sometimes I worry about you. Not quite as good a question as Patterson's. Patterson's was a little bit better than yours, but still pretty good. Man, if you're looking for a college degree and you're kind of iffy about math, then I would take Stat 1040. Stat 1040 is the class for you, Parker. Yes.
I'm going to be a senior next year, and I was wondering if I want to be a teacher or go into something with agriculture or possibly business, which math class should I take?
I didn't know we had Morty in our class, but whatever. Morty, we'll answer your questions too. Morty, your class that you should be taking is USU 1050. So Math 1050 is a great course for you as well. All right, students, that completes our registration. When in doubt, ask your math teacher. They've got this cute little paper. Look at this thing. Woo! Cute little paper. Woo! Great idea. It tells you all about what kind of degrees require what type of math. So your math teacher has one of these. Your counselors have one of those. That's a great resource. When in doubt, ask your math teacher that you have right now. They will advise you what math class you should take next year. And don't worry, this has been your math moment with your mom.
All right, what's up, juniors and seniors? I'm glad you guys are here. Hopefully I can give you some quick information. I'm gonna make this video short, so make sure you pay attention. Okay, I kind of have a big head, so it probably even looks bigger on the screen, so I'm gonna minimize my head. Okay, so here's the information for all future health science people, doctors, dentists, pharmacology, rad tech, physical, like athletic trainers. Anyone who wants to go into health science, I wanted to give you some information about what is the best thing to do. So let's start with juniors. Juniors, there is a 2 trimester called MAP, and I guess if you're not around here, you probably think it's like geography or something. It stands for Medical Anatomy and Physiology. Now that is not a college class. There's no signature required for that class. Also, as a junior, you can take medical terminology, which is a 2-credit class from Weber State University, 1 trimester. Now, the reason why I bring this up for the juniors, for the medical anatomy and physiology, which I think is an amazing class where you learn about the body and everything, is for this reason. Seniors, if you have taken MAP, you now qualify for Weber State 1110 and 1111, which is an 8-credit integrated AP anatomy and physiology class. Okay, MAP is a pre-requirement. So juniors, if you want to take that 8-credit class as a senior, take MAP as a junior. That is all 3 trimesters for 8 credits. And once again, seniors, midterm will still be open to you as well, which is 1 trimester, 2-credit class. To be in college, you have to make sure this is a signature class. So I hope that kind of clarifies the good route for most of you that are going to health science. And I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Love you lots.
Besides working with livestock such as cattle and goats and sheep and horses, we also teach in veterinary science how to care for companion animals such as dogs. I've grown to love to educate students about dogs. In our very class at school, we will have what we call dog days, in which the students will be allowed to bring their actual dogs from home if they have one, or their cat, as it may be, and learn veterinary procedures, basic procedures in caring for their companion animals. Besides learning the science and all that is involved in learning concerning animals, we have what we call dog days. And today, each of the students were able to bring in their own dogs, and we were able to assess their heart rate, look into their ears, look into their mouth, their eyes, and assess their general health, which would be something that they would actually do in a veterinary clinic if they were working as a technician or assistant there. So animal science is a prerequisite to veterinary science, and once you've taken that course, learn all the science behind animals, you're able to take veterinary assistant, and we'll teach you the practical side of things, where we will have a live lab sometimes twice a week, working with animals, livestock, companion animals, and expose you to them so that you can get the experience. So I strongly encourage you to consider taking my classes, again, animal science, veterinary assistant, and also equine science. Anyone want to say anything? Tell anyone why they should take my course?
It's the best classes all year long. It's awesome. It's very fun. Learn a lot about animals. Animals. Just animals.
Animals, yeah.
Okay.
Welcome back to What's the Buzz here at Box Elder High. Our top story is coming from the registration office. Journalism is now being offered as a 12th grade class here at Box Elder High for seniors and juniors. Christopher is sitting down with the journalism teacher, Mrs. Storm, to find out some information about this exciting new English class. Over to you, Chris.
So, Miss Storm, thanks for joining us today on The Buzz. Did I understand right? A junior or a senior can join your class?
That's right. That means class of 2022 and class of 2023 can sign up today for journalism and get your English credit.
So, you mentioned that this is a new class. What should the students expect?
Ooh, that's another good question. Well, in Journalism 1, we cover a few things. Associated press writing, interviewing techniques, editing, and the responsibilities of a free press underneath the First Amendment.
So if I were to sign up for your class, I will actually get to write and publish?
Well, not in Journalism 1, but in Journalism 2, we expand on the concepts we learned in Journalism 1, as well as take on a publication and productions. This will be the first time Box Elder High has had a newspaper in almost 7 years, which is really exciting, meaning students who take Journalism 2 will get to be pioneers and trailblazers, leaving a legacy for the program for years to come.
So, how do I know if journalism is for me?
Well, if you want to increase your writing and editing skills, be more college ready, journalism is an opportunity to apply the skills that you've been learning for the last 10 years into a real-world trade and experience. If you're interested in becoming any kind of public figure, it's always nice to know what the media side of things are. And of course, if you're good under pressure or with deadlines, journalism might be for you.
Well, thank you for your time, Mrs. Storm. Back to you, Caitlin.
Thank you, Miss Storm and Christopher. One last thing, when signing up for your English class, remember, Miss Storm's class always has candy. That's our show. Thanks for tuning in to find out what's the buzz.
Hi, I'm Mrs. Cheney and I teach AP Literature and Composition. In AP Literature, we read short stories, novels, and poetry. And our purpose is to read deeply, to focus on critical thinking, to understand the literature in a more profound way, and to develop skills that will help us to interpret and analyze that literature. We also write about the literature, and so we're developing reading skills and writing skills as we progress throughout our year. At the end of the year, of course, there is an AP test that could give you college credit as you develop those skills that will help you to pass that test. The test is focused on part multiple choice questions about the literature to prove understanding and part writing about the literature. I strongly encourage juniors or seniors to take this class, especially if you are college bound, as it helps you to develop the skills that will help you to be a successful college student. When you can read deeply and understand and use critical thinking as you read, it helps you across the board, not just in literature classes, but in every class that you can take. And writing about the things that you read is a skill that will lead to success in many areas of your life. We have a little fun. We have lively discussions. We enjoy stories. So if you are someone who enjoys reading and someone who enjoys stories and someone who likes to participate in lively discussions, this should be the class for you. I would love to talk to you about it if you have questions. My room is H3 in the H Hall, and I am Mrs. Cheney, and I hope to talk to you soon. I hope to see you in my class. Thanks.
Hi there, future juniors. This is Mr. Cheney. I teach English, and I'm here to talk to you about a possibility for your junior English class. I teach a class called AP Language and Composition, and this class is all about nonfiction writing, argument, and rhetoric. So we don't read any poetry, we don't read novels. Instead, we read nonfiction books and argumentative essays, and we do a lot of writing. So this is a one-year course. It takes all 3 trimesters, and through that year, we work really hard to improve our writing skills. You might be able to work on writing in other classes, but you won't get the skills that we're building in this course. If you pass the AP test at the end of the year, you can get college credit for the course. You could also take English 1010, but in your senior year, and that will build some skills, but not the same kinds of skills, not as aggressive of skills as we work on in this course. But with AP Lang or USU 1010, you would get the same credits at the university level. Last year, we had about 85% of our students pass the AP test at the end of the year. At any rate, if that's interesting to you, come and get registered, and we'll be reading about all sorts of interesting stuff. Thanks.
All right, juniors and seniors, just want to give you some quick info. I'm Mr. Savage, and I want to give you some info on Spanish classes. Spanish 3, 4, 5, and AP all count as your senior language arts credits. So if you want to take Spanish instead of language arts as a senior, 3, 4, and 5 does count as that. So make sure you sign up for those classes. Juniors, sophomores, and you guys coming in that are looking to take AP, you can come into AP from Spanish 4 or 5. You don't have to take 5 first. You can just go straight from 4 if you feel like you're ready for it. Come and talk to me if that's the case, and we'll make sure that you're ready. Those of you that passed the AP test, that already took it, there's a few of you that are taking the AP test this year. When you pass it, that means you're going to move into the dual language immersion class. It's just a college course. It's not actually put on by the districts. The LI is put in by USU. So if you get a 3 or above, you'll get into that class and you'll need to have a USU A number. So once you get to that point, you pass the AP test, make sure you come talk to me. I'll be in communication with you. But come sign up for Spanish. It's a great way to learn a language. Most colleges require 2 years of foreign language. 3, 4, and 5 are awesome ways to go. If you haven't taken Spanish yet, then you can take 1 or 2 from Mr. Robinson. And as always, if you have any questions, come see me.
Hi, I'm Mr. Gerlach. I'm here to tell you why you should take AP United States History, sometimes called APUSH. What is APUSH? It is a survey course on United States history, giving you an overview of all of United States history, teaching you historical content skills and historical thinking skills, and prepares you to take and pass the AP US History test. Box Elder High School students have a 15% or higher pass rate than students nationwide. How much college credit do you get if you pass the test? Most state universities in Utah give you History 1700 credit, 3 credits, and meets the GE requirement, plus 3 additional college credits. At BYU, they give you half of the credit for the American Heritage course, which is the GE requirement. AP credit is recognized nationwide, so it makes it better than concurrent enrollment credit. If you pass this test, it saves you well over $1,000 in tuition costs when you get to college. What are some additional benefits? It's a great place for people who love history. Students who take AP US History have increased ACT scores. Ask your counselor. They have improved writing skills that complements what you learn in language arts. What are students saying about APUSH? Cooper Leloyd says, "This class is lit. If you like history or politics, this is the class to take. Gerlach is a super good and fun teacher, and you learn a lot of really cool things about our country." Jaden Freed says, "AP US History has taught me more effective test-taking skills than any other class ever has. Essay writing has never been easier, plus we always have fun discussions in class." Nisha Christensen adds, "APUSH with Gerlach is a party. There are so many fun tidbits I've learned in this class. There are cool activities, and the class was everything but boring. I highly recommend this class to everyone, even if you don't feel smart enough to do an AP class."
Once upon you could walk the walls, you could take a fall, you could. Long before you took a proper job, you could talk the talk, you could.
That's my theme song. It is my distinct pleasure and privilege today to introduce you to a new course coming to Box Elder High School. It is called Cloud Computing. What is cloud computing? Well, major companies, they don't store their own stuff. They don't always keep their own server farms. They rely on other companies to do it for them. The biggest company that does it is Amazon Web Services. Most of your favorite websites, Netflix, for example, they host their stuff on AWS. Unfortunately, there's not nearly enough people who know how to use AWS. So the governor has asked us to find a lot more, to train a lot more. You could be part of it. Did you know that the average salary for a person with an AWS certification is actually $120,000 a year? Did you know that you can now earn an AWS certification right here at Box Elder High School? How? Take the cloud computing course, taught by Mr. Crawford. Yours truly.
Falling too fast to prepare for this. Tripping in the world could be dangerous. Everybody circling as vultures. Negative, nepotist. Everybody waiting for the fall of man. Everybody praying for the end of times. Everybody hoping they could be the one. I was born to run, I was born for this. Whip, whip, run me like a racehorse. Pull me like a ripcord. Break me down and build me up. I wanna be the slip, slip. Word upon your lip, lip. Rather that you rip, rip. Break me down and build me up. Whatever it takes. Feeling miserable, always hanging on to the visual. I wanna be invisible, looking at my years like I'm out of dumb. Everybody needs to be a part of them. Never be enough from the prodigal son. I was born to run, I was born for this. Whip, whip, run me like a racehorse. Pull me like a ripcord. Break me down and build me up. I wanna be the slip, slip. Word upon your lip, lip. Rather that you rip, rip. Break me down and build me up. Whatever it takes. Cause I love the adrenaline in my veins. I do whatever it takes. Cause I love how it feels when I break the chain. Whatever it takes. Yeah, take me to the top. I'm ready for whatever it takes. Cause I love the adrenaline in my veins. I do what it takes. Hypocritical, egotistical. Don't wanna be the parenthetical, hypothetical. Working on to something that I'm proud of. Out of the box, an epoxy to the world and the vision we've lost. I'm an apostrophe. I'm just a symbol to remind you that there's more to see. I'm just a product of the system of catastrophe, and yet a masterpiece, and yet I'm half diseased. And when I am deceased, at least I go down to the grave and die happily, and leave the body of my soul to be a part of me. I do what it takes. Whatever it takes. Cause I love the adrenaline in my veins. I do whatever it takes. Cause I love how it feels when I break the chain. Whatever it takes. Yeah, take me to the top. I'm ready for it.
Hello, future seniors. Mr. Cheney here. I teach English. Next year, there are a couple of options that you might be interested in for your English credits. One might be the USU 1010 English class. All students at the university level have to take a 1010 level English class. The idea of this class is to prepare you for basic writing skills that you'll need no matter what your major is, whether it's psychology or engineering or English, you'll need this class. And it's a one semester class and it gives you all the credits you need for your senior year. That's a basic skills class. On the other hand, I also teach a class called AP Language and Composition. And that is a writing intensive class where we build professional level skills. This class takes 3 trimesters over the whole year. At the end of the 3 trimesters, you'll have a chance to take the AP test, which if you pass it, you'll get the same university credits that you got for taking 1010. So the disadvantage is that 1010 takes 1 trimester, AP takes 3. But the advantage is that in AP language, we build professional skills, not basic skills. USU 1010 builds some basic skills for basic college experience. AP builds professional level skills, and we do it by studying only nonfiction, only arguments, only rhetoric. We don't read poetry or literature. So that's a thought for your senior year. Hope to see you.
Hi, Mr. Gerlach here to tell you why you should consider taking AP Government in your senior year. This is a course that combines content for the AP U.S. Government Politics course and the AP Comparative Government and Politics course. So this course is designed to prepare you to take 2 AP tests, one about the U.S. and one about other types of governments from around the world, including the UK, Russia, China, Mexico, Nigeria, and Iran. Students from BEHS tend to have a 75% or higher pass rate on the U.S. test and 85% or higher on the comparative test. Can you just take 1 trimester of the class? Unfortunately, no! This is a blended class, and so the content from both classes is blended together. First and second trimesters are designated as comparative government. Third trimester is designated as U.S. government and gives you your high school graduation credit. But first and second trimesters are prereqs for the third try. In other words, it's all 3 or none. How much college credit do you get? That depends on where you're going to go to college, but it would give you general education requirements at most state universities, 3 credits for each test. If you were to go to BYU, it would give you the American part, would give you the half of the American Heritage credit that you need at BYU, and the comparative course would give you 3 credits of Poli-Sci 1500. And either way, it would save you well over $1,000 in tuition costs. So what are students saying about this class? Becca Thornley says, Mr. Gerlach remains unbiased and validates a variety of opinions across the political spectrum. Taking this class has increased my tolerance and respect for those with different opinions than mine. Lizzie Gunderson says, you will learn so much. AP Government is a very challenging class, but 100% worth it to further your understanding of how the world works around you. Abby Mason says, take AP Gov. It'll be worth it. The class is always fun and full of fun debate and controversy. P.S. Gerlach talks in cool accent, so class is always right fun, I say.
Now that you guys have learned about the different course options for next year and about how the course registration form, course request form works, we're gonna head on down to the Commons for the signing fair portion of today.
And just for the signing fair portion, guys, just make sure that you go down and talk to everybody that you need to. Listen to what all of the teachers have to say about their classes and make good decisions about what classes you want to take next year so that we can have next year be the best year for you possible.
When you get to the Commons, there'll be teachers at tables?
Yes, there'll be teachers at tables. They'll be ready to talk to you. They're expecting you to be there. So head on down there, go to the different tables. They'll all be labeled. They'll be ready to go. So really, just go down there. This is for you guys to learn about the different courses, and the teachers are willing to talk to you about it. They're ready to answer any questions that you have.
And you've got about 30 minutes to get signatures, and then you'll have time tomorrow too. You can use B time tomorrow, and then we'll need all your forms turned in on Monday morning during first hour. Your teachers will collect those. Thanks for tuning in.
Thanks.